One of my clients, Symone B's, just texted me that she booked 250 sales calls in the first 2 weeks of the month. And this is directly from YouTube. Now listen up, she's not some massive influencer with millions of followers. She started working with us when she had around 7,000 subscribers and just a couple videos up, but nothing crazy, and she hadn't posted in over a year. But then, since working with us, we scaled her from 7,000 subscribers to over 90,000 in just over a year. But here's the crazy part, the subscriber growth isn't even what actually matters. While most coaches are struggling to book 5 to 10 calls per month, Symone just booked 250 sales calls in just 2 weeks. And again, this wasn't some viral moment or a lucky break. This is what happens when you stop posting random content and start building an actual YouTube sales system. I'm gonna break down exactly what we built for her and show you how to steal it for your own business. Now, this is gonna work if you're an online coach, agency owner, or consultant selling a high ticket product, or if you're selling a low ticket product and you're doing an ascension funnel into a high ticket product. So here's the problem most coaches face. Most coaches post random YouTube videos hoping something sticks, but they're making these critical mistakes that kill their results. No clear positioning. They haven't defined what makes them different from every other coach in their space. They sound like everyone else. Or random content creation. They follow trends and post whatever's popular instead of solving the specific problems that their ideal clients actually have. Or they have weak call to actions. Either no CTA at all or the generic subscribe and hit the bell nonsense that doesn't drive any cash into your bank account. Or they're just inconsistently posting. They have sporadic uploads that kill any momentum with the algorithm in their audience. Because remember, YouTube rewards you for consistency. As a result, they struggle to book calls each month while burning out from constantly creating content that drives little to no results for their business. Sound familiar? Now here's the 3-step system that actually works. And this is exactly what we did for Symone. Instead of the post and pray approach, we built what I call a YouTube sales funnel around 3 specific content types. So step 1 is create content that actually converts, which is the 3 content types. So type 1 is going to be action-based how-to videos. These are your step-by-step tutorials. So think how to do X in Y time frame or how to achieve Z without ABC. I know it sounds like a ton of random alphabet letters, but for Symone's GovTech niche, this looked like how to get your first GovTech job in 90 days, even with no experience, how to pass the CompTIA Security Plus exam on your first try, or how to negotiate a government tech salary, the exact script I used. Here's the thing, these videos are gold for search. People literally type these exact phrases into YouTube when they need help. And when they find your video and you solve their problem in 10 to 15 minutes, they're gonna want more from you. So we optimize everything for search. And when you do that, naturally, it's also optimized for the home feed. So that's our strategy. And in case you don't know, the home feed is the same as your recommended tab. Now here's a quick implementation tip. So open up YouTube right now and type how to your niche. So like how to dropshipping or how to agency, something like that, and see what auto completes. Those are your video ideas. Write down 10 of them and make them. My goal with this video is to make it very actionable. Like I want you to watch this video and actually know what to do after watching it. I don't want this to be one of those videos where you click it and then you're like, oh, what the hell? You know, this guy's just trying to sell me something. Like I am trying to sell you something. Like I have a done for you YouTube service. As you can tell, this is one of my clients, but like I actually want this to be a valuable video for you. So type 2 is going to be educational why videos. These aren't tutorials, they're positioning pieces. You're educating people on concepts, industry insights, or explaining them why certain approaches work better than others. So here's some examples from Symone's channel. Why GovTech jobs pay 40% more than private sector and how to get one. Why getting into GovTech is easier than you think, but everyone's doing it wrong. Why I quit my 75K tech job, the ugly truth about private sector. These videos position you as the expert who actually understands the space. You're not just giving tips, you're providing insights that only come from real experience. Now type 3 is going to be proof content. So this is client success stories, and there's 2 types of videos in this category. This is where you separate yourself from every other coach out there. Most people talk about results, you show them, and there's 2 ways to do this again. So there's client interviews. You're going to hop on a 15-minute call with a successful client or student. You're going to ask them about their journey, their results, and what it was like working with you. Film it and post it. Simple as that. In case you need to know, don't use Zoom for this, use riverside.fm. It's like $15 a month or something, but it records locally to the computer. So long story short, it's like 4K, right? But if you record with Zoom, it's like pixelated and stupid. So don't do that. Now, case study breakdowns. Take one of your client success stories and break down exactly what you did to get them that result step by step. So this is different from a client interview because on a client interview, you're interviewing the client. But in this video, the client isn't in the video. They're not on Zoom or Riverside or whatever. It's just you in the video, and you usually have a document and you're breaking down like, okay, step 1, I did this. Step 2, I did this. So in case you guys can't tell, this is a case study breakdown. Symone is my client. I got her 250 sales calls in the first 2 weeks of the month, and now I'm breaking down how we got her that result for you guys. I like to practice what I preach. So just screen record yourself going through their before and after and the steps you took them to get them there and the specific strategies you used. Now, step 2, this is the call to action strategy that actually works. But before I get into this, just want to say, if you want me to do all of this done for you, just hit the first link down in the description. description. We do all the ideation, strategy, scripting, editing, thumbnails, SEO, posting. You just need to record for 2 to 3 hours per month, and we do everything else from there. But that's it, back to the video. This is where people completely mess up. They either don't have any call to action, or they're CTAing to subscribe, or they wait until the very end when 80% of their viewers have already bounced. But here's what we do instead. This is the 30 to 50% rule. Place your first CTA where your video is about 1/3 to halfway through, not at the end. This is right in the middle. Make it feel natural. Don't just randomly interrupt your content, transition into it smoothly. So here's a mid-body CTA from one of Symone's scripts that booked those 250 calls. If you want to see the exact step-by-step process for landing your first GovTech role, including which positions to target and how to position yourself, click the link in the description to watch my free course I put together. So that's a CTA straight from Symone's channel, and what we're doing there is instead of CTAing into book a call, we're actually CTAing to our free course, which converts very, very well. In case you're wondering, hey, when should I CTA to this or that, or should I only CTA free course? Should I CTA book a call? Just listen up. You can CTA book a call or the free course. Like, both of them work extremely, extremely well. If you have a good free course, you might as well CTA to it. She's basically offering additional value that naturally leads the person to the next step. The people who want that extra help are qualified prospects. Now, YouTube's going to reward you for this because you're keeping people on the platform, so they have high viewer satisfaction. When someone watches a 10-minute video and then goes in to watch a 1-hour free course and they watch a good percentage of both videos, YouTube's going to be like, damn, Symone is good at keeping people on the platform. I'm making more money from ads, so I'm going to push this video out to more people. It's a win-win for Symone. It's a win-win for YouTube. Everybody's making money. Everybody's happy. Pro tip, your CTA should feel like a natural extension of the value you're already providing in the video. If you're teaching someone how to do something, offer them the exact templates, resources, or additional training that makes it easier. Now, step number 3, create your mega course. This is the secret weapon, okay? This is the piece most people skip, but it's what turns viewers into buyers. Create one massive in-depth video, anywhere from 1 to 1.5 hours, where you give away everything you know about your main topic. I'm talking no fluff, pure value. Act like this is the only video someone will ever watch from you, and you want to transform their life in that single sitting. For Symone, this was a complete guide to breaking into GovTech, covering everything from which certifications to get to how to find a job, openings to salary negotiation tactics, and then you send all of your traffic from your other videos to this mega course, and it becomes your main lead magnet. Now, why does this work so well? Because by the time someone finishes watching an hour of your content, they're basically pre-sold. You could CTA whatever the hell you want, as long as it's related to getting them to their end result, they will buy at that point. They trust you, they've seen your expertise, and they're ready to take that next step. Now, here's the real numbers and what they mean for you. So let me break down what Symone's 250 calls could potentially look like from a business perspective. Now, these aren't real numbers just because Symone wants me to keep confidentiality and not reveal her revenue numbers. So I'm just going to walk through what this could look like for you. These aren't Symone's numbers. They could be higher, they could be lower. I'm not telling you. So let's say from the 250 book calls she had, there was a 60% show rate, which by the way is low for organic content. This is like something you'd get from paid ads. So 150 people actually show up to their calls. And then out of those 150 people, 25% of them close. You get like 37 new clients at a 3K price point, which is like just barely high ticket, roughly 111K in revenue. Let's say your cash collection rate is like 70% or something, which is pretty standard for YouTube leads. Then right away, you've cash collected 70 to 80 grand in the first 2 weeks of the month. And remember, these are conservative numbers. Even if we say, oh, our offer rate to these 150 people was only like 80%, and then this brings us down to like 70K or 50K, that's still a lot of money with $0 of ad spend. Like, her only cost was what she paid us. And it was a lot less than this, I'll tell you that. And remember, these are conservative numbers, okay? YouTube leads typically convert way higher than cold traffic because they've already consumed hours of your content. Even if they just consume a 10 to 15 minute video, they're much, much warmer than a cold lead. They're pre-qualified and pre-sold. But here's what's even crazier. This isn't a one-time thing. The system keeps working. Those videos continue attracting qualified prospects 24/7, months, actually years after they've been posted. That's the crazy part here. It's not like paid ads where you launch a campaign, as soon as you turn it off, like it's dead. You make a YouTube video, it gets you leads for months and years. I know this because I've done it on my own channel, and of course I've done it on my clients' channels. Like, Symone's been working with us for like a year and a half, and then we have videos from way back that are just still cooking. And it's not about going viral, okay? Symone has had videos perform very well because we do good work and she's a beast as well. But during the first 2 weeks of July, she didn't have any videos go viral. It was just all the videos working together and her new uploads, just everything adding up. She was getting thousands and thousands of views passively every 48 hours. Her success comes from consistency and strategy. And here's why this system works when other approaches fail. Authority compounds over time. So every video you post builds on your reputation as the person to listen to in your space. After someone watches 3 to 4 of your videos, you're not just another coach, you're their trusted advisor. Your content pre-qualifies prospects. Only people who resonate with your approach and message are gonna reach out. No more tire kickers or people who aren't serious about investing. Also, this works while you sleep. So unlike social media posts that disappear after a day, like let's say you throw up a tweet, it's gone after a day. YouTube videos can attract qualified leads for months or even years after you post them. The algorithm rewards consistency. When you post regularly with a clear strategy, YouTube starts promoting your content to more people who fit your ideal client profile. Let's say somebody who's over the age of 50 and watches a ton of content about how to get a job in tech, or maybe a better better example, how to retire and invest your money or something. They watch a lot of that content and then they start watching your content. Then YouTube's going to know to push your content to more people similar to that person, right? This is how the YouTube algorithm works. It's very, very smart. Google owns YouTube. Google is like a billion or $1 trillion company. I don't know what. They have a good algorithm. They know who to push your videos to in the recommended tab. So as long as you're posting regularly with a clear strategy to a defined audience with a clear offer, your video is going to get pushed out to more people that are in your ICP and you're going to make more and more money. Now, look, I know a lot of this sounds cool. You're probably wondering, Ayman, how the hell do I implement this? So don't worry, I got you. This is the strategic approach. First, you're going to build your content foundation. Before you film anything, you need to get clear on what you're actually going to talk about. And here's how. Make a list of every problem your clients come to you with, not just the big stuff, the little frustrations, the questions they ask in emails, the things they get stuck on. Write down everything. Then turn each problem into a video concept using this simple formula. How to solve specific problem in time frame. Why common belief is wrong and what to do instead. So like the 5 mistakes people make when starting a dropshipping store, for example. Pick the problem you solve most often as your first video, and that's your sweet spot. You know it inside and out, and there's clearly demand for it. Now here's the simple video formula that works. Every video needs these 4 parts. The hook, which is the first 10 to 30 seconds. You'll tell them exactly what they'll learn and why it matters. The body, which is the main content, you'll deliver on your promise, be specific and actionable. And then the mid-body CTA around the 30 to 50% point, offer additional value, send them somewhere specific that naturally makes sense, either another video like the full course or to your landing page. And then you'll continue the body and finish it up. And then you'll go into the conclusion and summarize the key takeaways and remind them about your CTA. Don't overthink the production. Film on your phone if you need to. Your expertise matters more than your camera quality right now. Now, just to give you some context, literally a lot of our clients record using an iPhone, a Shure MV7 Plus microphone, which is like $200, and then they usually use a window, like some natural light. Now, if they want to, they could spend like $200 to $300 on some lights, which is pretty light if you're an agency owner, coach, or consultant making over 30K a month. So you only need to spend like $0 to $500 on your setup and you're good. You can record. So don't focus on, oh, I need the perfect setup and I need to get these wooden vertical panels on my wall or some stupid stuff. I know right now I'm in a podcast studio and I look super cool, but trust me, a lot of my videos that have made the most money are recorded in my parents' bedroom. Now, I'm not saying a good setup isn't going to help you. I'm saying don't let that hold you back from posting and missing the YouTube gold rush. Now, here's the consistency strategy. The algo rewards consistency, as I was telling you earlier, but it doesn't care if you post Tuesdays at 3 p.m. or Fridays at noon. What matters is showing up regularly at least once per week. Pick a pace you can actually maintain. If you can only do one video every 2 weeks, do that consistently rather than burning out trying to post daily, doing those raw daily videos or day in the life or this and that. Like, screw that. Okay, posting daily is a lot of work and it's also counterproductive. YouTube is not like Instagram where you can chuck up like 5 reels a day and it's actually productive. You should be posting like only once a week or max twice a week. The key is treating each video as part of a bigger strategy, not just random content. Every video should either solve a problem, build your authority, or provide social proof. Building your content ecosystem. Think of your YouTube channel like a funnel. Top of funnel, your how-to videos are going to attract new people searching for solutions. Middle of funnel, this is your educational why videos that build authority and trust. And bottom of funnel, this is your client interviews and case studies that provide social proof. Everything should connect. Your videos drive people to your mega course positions you as the expert, and your proof content gets them ready to buy. Now, here's the long-term play. This isn't about going viral next week. It's about building a system that consistently attracts qualified prospects who are ready to invest in your services. Focus on creating 20 to 30 really solid videos over the next 6 months rather than trying to post every day. Quality beats quantity when you're building authority. Now, quick pro tip, don't overthink, okay? Simone's first videos weren't perfect, but she started, stayed consistent, and improved over time. Your expertise is more valuable than your video quality right now. And here's the real secret nobody talks about. Success on this platform isn't about creativity or entertainment value. It's about solving real problems for real people who are willing to pay you money. When you focus on being helpful instead of being viral, everything changes. Your content attracts better prospects, your calls are easier, and your close rates go through the roof. Simone's calls aren't really sales calls anymore. They're more like qualification conversations with people who already want to work with her, and that's the power of building authority through strategic content. Now, what's next? The difference between coaches who get random results and coaches who consistently book 20 to 30 calls per month or more isn't talent, luck, or even an audience size. It's having a system that positions you as the obvious choice in your market. So if you want help implementing this exact YouTube system on a done-for-you basis, where we handle the ideation, scripting, editing, thumbnail design, posting, and SEO, so you can focus on building your business and doing what you do best, fill out the form below. So just click the first link. It's going to open my website, and then there's a type form. But honestly, if you want, you can start implementing everything I said in this video. Obviously, it's going to take you a lot longer to see results, but it can help you, get the ball rolling. If you want to just cut to the chase, get the results faster and guaranteed, just hit that button below, apply to work with us, and book a call. But that's everything. If you enjoyed, go watch the other videos on my content, or again, just book a call with me down below. But that's it. I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.